or
Yeah.
he doesn't have the thing set. And that salt I do not want on my property. It eats all the way through spring. Like it just eats.
Yeah.
eats,
So it kills your yard?
Hmm?
It kills your yard?
No, it eats the semen.
The
up.
cement.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the council had their snow hearing last week, I think. It was relatively complimentary as far as how they were doing. So, okay. Item 6, we talked about this briefly. I think this rule that would allow for earlier set out on Fridays has finally been adopted, and I need to just sort of see what that looks like when that goes into effect, and then see how we want to handle that. We talked about there's certain parts of this district where they get Saturday morning collection, and so earlier set out on Friday. Maybe we may get some requests that come through the community board for waivers on that, so we just need to be aware of that.
But it's just gonna be interesting how they set the borderline for people to do that, because I think, like, if one set of people see somebody doing it or an area doing it, then everybody's gonna wanna do it too, you know?
Well, but it's only for people.
I mean, to wait till 6 o'clock is a pain in the butt sometimes, you
It's
know?
only for
But
people
it's
that
only for the Saturday Sabbath observers. Yeah.
So, it doesn't affect my area, because we get Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, I see.
collections,
So
so,
they tend to be like clustered anyway.
yeah. Okay. Last time I made you aware of this new waste diversion dashboard that you can look at on your own, sort of monitors the recycling rates in different community districts and how the organics collection system is doing, which is not great.
What is the dashboard?
It's on the agenda, tracknyctrash.com.
Oh, okay.
Since our last meeting, several of us went to take a tour of the city's recycling facility in Sunset Park. Eric was there. Actually, we had 4 or 5 people there from this board. There were like 5 or 6 community boards that sent representatives, which was great. And a bunch of other community-based groups, so we had about 40 people overall. And it was an eye-opener for people that haven't seen that kind of thing before, you know, the pile of recyclables coming in and then how it gets processed and sorted. So there will be other opportunities because of the spring if we
Yeah.
want to have I'll link you over when this gets scheduled. There's also stuff you can, videos you can watch online, but so I was hoping Eric would be here to give us his impressions of it and what he learned from it.
Well, Rod, Mr. Herbert called me from there and rubbed it in that I wasn't there.
Did he say anything in particular about what he?
No, he said you missing out, it was a good thing.
Yeah.
That was basically, yeah, he said it was a good thing, you missed out.
Including seeing the icebergs in the harbor.
Oh, yeah?
So lots of frozen ice in the.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, that's right, you did go around that time.
Yeah. So let's see, the next is actually around the same day I visited a DEP facility on the Lower East Side. They have a sewage pumping station because most of the city's sewer system is gravity fed. Downhill. Ours goes downhill to the plant village. But from Manhattan, it actually gets pumped under the Hudson River, under the East River, to Newtown Creek, which is a great thing. And so there's a huge pumping station just next door to the Con Ed steam facility on 14th Street, where they bring in all the sewage from lower Manhattan. Pump it up about 7 feet in the air, and then use gravity to send it back down. It goes under the river, about 350 feet under the river. It's the tunnel. Yeah.
I was wondering, like, how did that actually smell around there? How does it actually smell around there?
It was fun. It was fun.
It was it?
It was fun.
Because I know the one in Sheepshead Bay used to be horrible out there by the movie theater.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's just fascinating to see that kind of I've been to a lot of wastewater plants, I had not seen a sewage plant facility like this before.
Is it a new one or,
No, it's
No?
one since the sixties, I think it was upgraded maybe 20 years ago.
and that was using the same method, picking it up and put, yeah?
Yeah, so it comes in sort of 70 feet underground, and gets pumped up to the top of the building and then sent up down, to create the gravity that pushes it to the point. Fascinating, I can tell you. Sorry you missed out on that. So I had this little button I wore the next few days that said "Flush with Love" because it was Valentine's Day.
Aw.
Sure. So anyway, so the next topic is this we can spend a few more minutes on is repair cafes.
Yes.
And you guys have done some thinking about that. And,
On what?
Repair cafes. It's an idea that's sort of gaining a lot of interest all over the world, actually, for making it easy for people to bring broken appliances or clothing or whatever else, and get some simple, quick, free help to get it working again without throwing it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So-
so, Rona went to the mutual aid. We can meet.
Yeah, it was really cool. They actually were in the process of creating, like a free store, event where they had primarily clothing, but they also had food distribution and, a number of other things that were happening. They partnered with another group, to make it happen, but, yeah, so they just basically had the clothing there to give it away. It was trying to create a closed loop so that, anything that was collected, so they took some clothes in as well. But anything that wasn't taken, they just put back in the free store, so it's kind of a circular operation.
And remind me, where is this and what's the organization?
Yeah, so this is Crown Heights Mutual Aid.
Okay.
I can't remember the group that they partnered with, but it was another Crown Heights group.
They meet around Brower Park.
Yeah. And it was in a church.
Oh, it was the big church near Brower?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because they alternate between there and the library.
Mm-hmm.
So that's technically not in Community Board 9, right? What's the map? But,
Yeah, we're the Children's Museum.
yeah, but it,
Is it out of it's out of the district when they meet there? Because we also meet on Carroll
that's
sometimes.
okay, I don't mean to
Yeah.
think that is a deal breaker here, but it's because the volunteer work crosses
Mm-hmm.
It-
district
Community
lines. so-
work.
They meet, oh yeah, we are, that is out of there, but
Yeah.
they do also meet down the street, Carroll, at that,
Jesuit monastery little building that's near Rogers. They change, you meet where they can,
Right.
but it is for the Crown Heights. And so, if that's gonna be a problem, they also have within the group different pods that are more hyper localized.
So tell me a little bit about what they do overall.
Crown Heights Mutual Aid, well, it's the community members, it's mainly like it's a mutual aid society,
Right.
so it's like helping out our members in the community, making sure people that have someone to get nice and we have the food store. We also do an event at Brown Park that, multiple times a year that feeds people, like we cook, feed people. It's about community building and making sure, like,
How
living
often
in a-
does the group meet?
every other Saturday.
Yeah, they're pretty active and very organized, and, like Samantha was saying, they have, even within that, they have smaller pods that are like located in, North and South Crown Heights.
yeah, like my pod is closest to Dearborn Court.
The free store, tell me about that.
Free store, they set up multiple, they set it up multiple times a year. So they're constantly taking in clothing. We have a storage unit. I have never been to the storage unit, I will admit. But like especially during, I was most active in it when, what's his name was, shipping immigrants up here, and so we were doing a lot of like taking in clothing and things like that,
sure.
clothing people from the free store. Like, events like that, the Mutual Aid Society really steps in. Because I knew about the free store, I thought it would be a good people to partner with because they would already have clothing. Like if we set up the free, again, when we said it, like my level of involvement of like skill set is I know about physical vending. Worked in fashion for 20 years. I could possibly get some like donations of scrap fabric and things like that. For people to bring clothing that they want mended, but also because of the Mutual Aid Society does have the free store, part of the clinic could be to mend some of the things for the free store to make them more palatable, and so it's not just like you're getting some, like, you know, not having money doesn't mean you gotta just take whatever you get. And have something actually mended. So my next thing, now that I have a little bit of an idea of a budget, I need to call locations, I guess within Community Board 9, to someplace that would have tables. Rona had mentioned a place, but they're not in Community Board 9, unfortunately. So we need to kind of revamp on it, but it would mostly be a hand mending unless we can figure out a place that does have sewing machines, but that just seems too involved, and I'm a big fan of the first time you do something, keeping it simple. It would be like kind of there's not a lot of like tools you really need. Like again, if I go back to like garment district people that I knew and get like donations of threads and like off market like patches and things like that. We need like embroidery hoops, we need thread, and people bring their own clothes that they need mended. And I can help teach how to do some of it. I can also wrangle in some people that will give clinics.
How does the Mutual Aid Society promote their services and stuff now?
We have a huge WhatsApp group for one. It's very word of mouth, but they have an Instagram. It's like Rona was asking me how I joined it. I was like, it's very word of mouth. It's like, yeah. But like, I know that I printed up flyers for them to help advertise different events that they've done. Like it's kind of just like real on the ground real.
So what's your vision for what we could be supportive of?
Well, one, maybe we could have a space, the mending clinic here, if it started out small enough to fit people around the table. But
You're
yeah, how
talking
does the
about
community board want to
What
be
day
involved?
and time you're doing that? You're talking about
We're planning on doing it towards May, not too hot, but not too.
what time?
It would be on a Saturday. We don't have time,
Oh.
but it's also March. We're talking about May. We'll get that
Yeah.
when we get closer. We also get it when we're talking about days and time. We gotta get the location.
Yeah.
Because I can say I can have it on May 19th if I don't have. a
Yeah,
location.
if you don't have, yeah.
So the location would be the first thing to do.
Yeah.
And like knowing what budget could possibly be from Rona's organization.
They have the
could help.
community room over there.
Oh,
Yeah, that was one of the ideas on my list. Do they charge? Or what is that used
Sure,
for?
we can find out, because I know we
Where
use
is
it
this
for meetings.
facility?
Huh?
what is this building?
This is, what development is that? I can't
Oh,
remember.
mhm.
Right across the
It's
street.
like night housing, right?
Is it like China?
No, I don't
It's not
think
night
so.
Like little condos, huh?
I'm not even sure it's Mitchell Longman, is it?
I think back in the days, they started off this condo a long
Yeah.
time ago,
Yeah.
But they-
That's-
they-
they
like
do
40 some
building.
years ago.
Mhm. It's a big space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
that's
sized
able to
space.
building.
Yeah.
Because they host events there sometimes.
Yeah, but that was on my list of.
Yeah, I mean, Brian Kennington, sometimes office has a good space, I
Oh, really? Over by Empire?
I think there's a room, is it in the back somewhere, or are you talking about from the front when you first enter? Yeah.
Community room there.
Yeah, but that was kind of small to me, I mean, you know, yeah.
Well, we need, hold on, 3 tables, 4 tables, 5 tables.
Yeah,
something
4 or
like
5 people start out. Yeah.
that. Bunch of chairs.
Don't overpromise the first time you do it. Like it's always these. If it's the first time, I like to think those things are mainly exploratory. I've been in too many committees of things where they think they're gonna like solve the world or have like a blowout
I agree entirely.
event.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
And to your question of, the community board's involvement, I think it's really, what we want to do with it and how we want to be the lead on it. We want to be second to some other organization that, is taking the lead on it. Yes.
And I think like this would be an ideal location for many reasons, because there are already people in this
In the
space.
company.
Right.
And they might, there's kind of like a built-in audience
Right.
in a way. And then just being able to like do the marketing in this area and also leverage all the social marketing. Like you could do like collaboration, so like I could create some kind of graphic and then I could tag another organization like CB9 or also CHMA, which is Comprehensive Joint, and everybody can be amplifying the same thing so that people in everybody's platform,
Right.
all the people who are following would know about it. Yeah. So, yeah, but I also, in addition to the mending, I also wanted to do a clothing swap, and again, it doesn't have to be super big, with people. It could just, we could take in things that day, or leading up to. I know that they were taking things leading up to the event so that they didn't have people dropping off things the day of. And I guess that's just to control it a little bit more.
Well, the swamp takes longer space, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mending seems to
yeah,
be getting us more.
your vision, just pointing this out, is mending, not tailoring.
Correct.
Or limiting things, not
Nothing
kicking
machine
them
done,
out,
it's all hand.
waistbands or.
Yeah, and I think I love this idea of the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that's the easiest.
Yeah.
Well, take that to the next step and put together, sort of your wish list and budget, and, I don't know, who has contacts across the street, yeah?
I can find that out.
Yeah. Okay, well, that'd be a great way to start, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just kind of see how it goes.
Yeah.
See what the
And I'm
appetite.
also curious to see, sort of what else is going on like this.
Mhm.
Does the Orthodox community have its own Duluth and St. Louis? You do on a Saturday, then you're not gonna have
Right.
them taking advantage of it, or maybe they already have something going on like this that we don't know about. So,
But if you do it on a Sunday morning, it's listen to other people's opinions.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where like, I wasn't gonna come, but I wanted you to invite me in.
Yeah, exactly. You're invited. We could do it. If we did it early enough in the year, we could do it around sundown. You can come.
well, and I also, at the next full board meeting, we should, tell people about this for 2 minutes and see what that
See what, yeah.
Yeah.
There are some closet menders in the group that,
Yeah, would want to volunteer their time.
my mom did it her entire life, and that's how she made her spending money in her later years. Doing this work for all the neighbors and friends. We had to deal with all the leftover fabric and buttons and things like that when she died.
Yeah, those are great. Finding all the people with the cookie tins filled with buttons.
Yeah.
Bring your cookie
A
tin.
couple of years late for me, but.
That's like gold to you, right?
Yeah, it is.
They were all, my mom were all, color separated. And,
Oh wow, you're organized, Mom.
well, you sort of had to, or else it
Oh,
just gets
sure,
overwhelming.
yeah.
That didn't stop other people that I know from collecting buttons all over the house, just throwing it in there.
Yes.
And he's.
I have a bag. I
So
just threw it on.
What is this? Someone's tooth?
let me know how we can help out.
Okay.
And maybe again, put you on the agenda for the next board meeting in a couple of minutes to tell the entire group.
When is
about
the
it.
next board meeting?
It's,
Quiz, pop quiz.
20 something, yeah.
27. Okay.
Don't quote me on that one. This one is supposed to be at the,
School. No?
oh, that,
Um,
no,
This is on a
From
Friday.
the CB, general board meeting,
yeah, that's at the,
it's usually.
museum, right?
No, there's
Okay.
one that was supposed to be at the Botanic Garden, and that one got,
Yeah, the Botanic Garden one.
Yeah.
When is that? That's March. That's
I
next
have
month.
March 24th, Tuesday, March 24th.
And that's at where?
It's on my calendar for the BBG, the garden.
Oh, BBG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, whether or not that holds or not, I don't know.
I'm so
Do we get free parking?
You can put that request into, Dante.
parking's not that hard.
If you go inside, yes it is. Yes it is. But they have a parking lot, but they're gonna charge you like $12 for like an hour or
They should be
two.
able to waive that, especially
You
if it's
can
like
park in,
after hours, you know?
But go park in the school parking lot.
Or in,
Mhm.
hi, how are you? Or in, Wendy's,
I
or,
used to own that.
The Wendy's.
Yeah, that ghost, toe choker come in there and get you too. You go ahead if you want to.
So back to trash, this is what came out from the board today, and I've seen it a few other places as well.
Yeah.
So this is a refresher on the
Okay.
requirement to ship to all sealed containers by the end of June, or starting of June. Just for mixed waste and for organics, not for paper or not plastic. You can use containers for that, but you're not required to. If we're gonna start the enforcement of that in a few months. So we just need to make sure we do what we can to educate people about that, and
Oh,
so, one of the backstories here is that, when this first started, a year or so ago, the city had engaged a vendor for these containers that you could, directly go to the vendor, pay them, and they would deliver. They've had a falling out with that vendor, so now the only place you can buy them is through Home Depot.
Oh.
You can order them
That's where I got
online
mine.
and have them delivered by,
I got mine from there. And you went to the SNY.
yeah, the
then-
website,
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
so,
was,
to the vendor, I guess.
yeah.
so you can have them delivered through, let's just say Instacart, DoorDash, or Uber Eats,
oh, interesting.
but
Yeah.
not by the company that had originally been engaged to provide that service.
Really?
Yeah.
Wonder why?
Yeah.
Just over pricing
Oh, God.
and a couple other things, and the vendor took their trucks and containers and left. So, but I don't know how your areas are doing with this transition, but it's this is a reminder that's becoming real. So,
Well, I think most people have all the bins, the black, the blue, and brown.
yeah,
It's just a matter of whether they're using it or not.
yeah.
You
And
know?
the ones that don't have it are usually the neighbors that always retaliating
yours.
against something
A lot of that's right.
Going rogue.
So just, you know,
Like they
and
don't clean up
also,
in front of the house, I'm not putting the
whatever
garbage
you,
in the garbage
yeah,
can.
whatever you hear about this, you know, make sure we, if there are issues or complaints or whatever else, but, I don't think they're doing any enforcement now, but starting in June, you may begin to hear about some.
You know, they need to do some enforcement on the dog walkers with the,
Oh, we've
all
already talked
over
about
the
this.
sidewalk.
we already talked about poop.
Before you got here.
oh my God.
It wasn't
it's
even
horrible.
an issue until Mr. Wiseman brought
Set
it
it
up
up.
because
It's
he is the,
horrible.
yeah.
and then it was never flooding. around
Nobody
here,
ever
so I
cares.
brought that
They would
up
have
too.
it in the bag.
Nobody cared about it until Mr.
It would be in the
Weissman-
bag and they just toss it on the sidewalk.
Well, and you know what? As a dog owner, I feel like a criminal walking my dog who cleans up their poop. Like I'm like, I got people looking at me, and I'm
Like,
like,
are you the one?
MFer, you just leave me alone. I'm cleaning up the poop, and sometimes if the poop is near my other poop's near my
Yeah.
poop, I pick that one up too.
Yeah.
So you can just like suck it.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like that.
So you got it
I'm
good
allowed to have a
because
dog.
the people in the building
pressure
across
washer
from
was
me,
the,
I'm the one
Clean the sidewalk.
pooping in the yard. That's where they treat
Uh-uh.
me. Like I'm the one pooping in the yard. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's get back on track.
So I thought we were gonna spend some time talking about this proposal.
So you had to come in on this stuff here, man.
This series on
Well,
flood
I am
management.
working with Dante on that,
Okay,
yeah.
anything to report on that?
All I know, I feel like the last thing that I heard is that it was, a proposal was coming to the committee to discuss, and then it was gonna be voted on. I don't know where in the process things are.
Well, we got introduced at the last meeting.
Oh, okay.
As a little bit of a sort of afterthought, sort of against, sort of notice or warning.
Okay, okay.
And I think at least my reaction to it was, this makes a lot of sense, let's figure out how best to do this and when,
Yeah, yeah.
and not
Was
rush
that the
it.
proposal that was like, gave an unrealistic timeline at first,
Yeah.
but the passion behind it was really well
Yeah.
delivered? Yeah,
Because
that
I
was
think
it.
Oh,
it
with,
was the end of
what's his
March
name?
was
Yeah,
the
Judy.
initial,
Pardon?
the end of March was the initial
Yeah.
timeline, right? So that just seems like it seemed, yeah, because you want to be able to market it and,
Yeah.
get people to come out and support it. So if the timeline, so I would say, once there's approval of the proposal, right?
There also wasn't any budget,
There wasn't a budget for it.
so
Yeah, because I didn't.
it
Maybe
wasn't
even-
clear who the other sort of partnering groups
Oh,
were,
okay.
and who was taking the lead,
Yeah.
and we just being generally supportive,
Oh.
and maybe putting $50 into it,
Yeah.
all of that was sort of,
Okay,
but
so,
I understood that, Isaiah and Dante and others were
Right.
doing some ongoing planning for that, but I've not been
Oh.
directly involved in it, so I don't know.
okay, so my understanding is that my organization and Neighbors Helping Neighbors were the primary partners with Community Board 9, and my understanding is that it would be co-led by all three. But really, I mean, it was Dante's idea. I mean, he was inspired by the other event that happened and wanted to do like more of a series.
Right.
So, I know that for, like, my organization would be happy to provide any like food and stuff for the events. And it's a small space, like you mentioned, the Crown Heights Library. And, which is where we had the last one.
On New York Avenue?
Correct, yeah. And then, I also thought that maybe, Wingate, the educational complex, could be another opportunity, since that was, I mean, another space, because that was ground zero for where that gentleman, died in the last flood. So there are probably families who are directly impacted by that, who may not have been able to attend the other event, or like it also seems to be kind of a captive audience there, even if the school itself experiences flooding as well, so.
Was there another community board that had been talked to about this?
It was mentioned.
Oh, yeah, I'm not aware of that.
And your catchment area for your organization, so
Well, yeah, my catchment area
crosses
is,
over.
yeah, so I'm primarily, so one of the projects that I'm working on is called Rainproof Flatbush, and part of it, like, basically anything in Rita Joseph's district and Farrah Lewis's district is kind of like my primary area, but I've been working on projects that have taken me to other parts of central Brooklyn. That's just not where
Okay.
I'm based.
Okay.
But, so that's part of the reason why I was involved in that event, is because it happened in Rita Joseph's district, and so we were responding to it.
Okay.
And I think you will be interested in partnering with CBA, as like doing something like that, or I don't know
I don't feel any strong sense of
yeah,
ownership. That
Okay.
We're the only ones and can't talk to anybody else.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So the battery girls, obviously, organisms. I guess my reaction to it time-wise was the
Uh-huh.
fall.
So moving it to the fall?
Yeah, so
Uh-huh.
September, we
The
would do a
timeline
three-part,
was
September,
Yeah.
October, November
Yeah,
is a three-part.
yeah. Well, part of, I think the reason for, at least this one, doing it sooner is because like hurricane season starts, right? It's starting early and earlier, so I think it started around July last year. And so I think part of the reason for wanting to do it at least a little bit earlier, that first, like before flooding, is because of just seasonally, like what people are gonna be experiencing and wanting to prepare them. So that would be the rationale for having it a little bit earlier. Then we could space out the other ones so that there would be like a couple of months apart.
And had there been any approach to DEP to bring them in?
Yeah, I think Dante's been in touch with the person there, the borough commissioner.
Who has left?
What? She left?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, she left to go work.
She left?
She left to go work for Tish James.
Oh. Mhm.
Ooh, cheap.
Nice. Yeah, cause she.
So I don't know how long it will take them to
And
Oh,
somebody
fine.
else.
transfer or
They
whatever,
probably-
but that is gonna be
They
very-
probably have someone who can at least help
They
coordinate,
have
but
a
we
lot
can
of,
inquire.
they have a lot of outreach people, but that
Yeah,
was sort of a.
that was her main thing, yeah.
That was her thing, that was profiling. So,
Yeah, we can inquire about that. I was wondering why she didn't get back to me.
Oh, boy, there you go.
So, yeah, so DEP, he, on the proposal, he had a number of, like, he had really broken down the types of providers, based on what phase, right? So, and because like our event was really like post flood and like what the recovery looks like,
Right,
we had a different set of vendors for that event. So it was like neighborhood,
contractors.
yeah, well, it was like NHS,
Right.
like there were a couple of like, I don't know, what do you call it? I mean, they deal with like retrofitting, but they also had new tools around flood assessment and stuff like that for people, which maybe that part could be moved to the beginning, right? Yeah, to like get their houses flood ready.
I also have industry ties to the plumbing industry,
Uh-huh.
so they can be brought in at some point for, here's the things you can do from a plumbing system perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is like people's basements flooding and what are alternatives for like heat so they can move their boiler, like does it have to be located in the basement? Are there other are there different ways to help like retrofit their homes so that they're not having to replace their boiler every time it floods, which is very expensive. Yeah.
It's expensive to do it.
I was this much from losing my boiler. I had a sump pump in there, went that right next to it, so that's what saved me.
Yeah.
It was fighting hard and
What's your chances shift to heat pumps?
yeah,
Oh,
I'm
interesting.
thinking about it, or the heat pump. Central,
we took out
to buy,
our
the
boiler.
multi, the heat and air conditioning unit. But on that note, we see these things going up. I mean, the summer was hot, right?
Yeah.
I still have like a nice ceiling fan, right? And I use it sometimes along with the air conditioner. I can tell by my ceiling fan when Con Edison turns down the power. Because my ceiling fan starts slowing. A bodega friend of mine lost all his ice cream when Con Edison along his power. So with all these things going up, we are gonna be in trouble. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna do that, right?
Well, no, fine, what do you
Like drinks and like
Oh, yeah, I know.
Of
Did I give
having
you
blackouts
cause?
and stuff, you know?
It is predictions
sorry.
of the problems, now
Okay,
it's
so we're
problems.
still in the planning phase. right now.
Correct, and I
you're-
think
Are you
it's-
talking to Dante about
I'm sorry.
putting this together, is that? what
Yeah,
the things
yeah,
are
and
doing?
Generator.
I feel like I planned my event in 3 weeks. It was really because it was really more like a rapid response to what had happened. So it could, like, I feel like if we give like 4 to 6 weeks to market the event, and we have like a strong marketing
Right.
plan in terms of like what the distribution is gonna look like,
Right.
and then, you know, we could, and then say we add a couple of weeks just to, I think we need like 8 to 10 weeks lead time on the event.
Okay,
Yeah, so if we were gonna have it in June, then, and say it's the end of June, then that could be, we start marketing next month in April.
well, but sort of following your lead on that for what I agree it takes. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
it needs
amount of time to do it
a longer
thoughtfully, do
runway,
it right,
yeah, for sure.
you know, like,
So
so.
I'm worried about the
And I
blackout now.
don't know if there's any perfect way of sort of guessing what the right, you know, time is
Yeah.
with respect to hurricane season
Yeah.
or whatever else, those are harder to predict
Yeah, of course,
these days. But,
yeah.
so,
I think end of June would be ideal, but if it has to get pushed like more into the summer. But then I think that you're getting to like more extreme heat at that point, like, at that point, right, yeah.
yeah, actually, the issue, you know, recently with a couple of my neighbors that, you know, they had, you know, ice dams on their roofs, on their flat roofs, and causing leaking into
Mhm.
their ceiling.
Mm.
So that's the other aspect of water damage.
Yeah. Mhm. Oh, from
Caused by
the,
extreme weather.
yeah, exactly. And I feel, you know,
And they're getting all hyper about, you know, how quickly does it take mold to form the walls?
Mm,
And it
Yeah.
takes a while, you know.
Yeah.
So they're figuring out how to prevent that kind of stuff.
and
So,
also I think that's
Got
another
an ozone
service.
generator.
Yeah, well, you have a generator?
Like the ozone generator
Uh-huh.
that you use for mold and stuff.
Oh,
I usually turn it on like once a month sometimes,
oh,
just in
interesting.
case.
Mhm.
Because it kills other stuff.
It's a-
Just in case they
It's a
thought-
dehumidifier or what is it?
Ozone
Uh,
generator, yeah.
Yeah,
You can't be in the room with it, nothing live. You have to
Oh.
actually like evacuate depending on how long you leave it on for. But when you come in,
So
you smell nothing.
So
It's
if
like, that's what they use in hotels.
Oh, nice.
oh,
Yeah.
so if they find you dead on the floor because you forgot to leave one.
Yeah, exactly.
darn it.
Don't worry about my turtles.
Okay, anything else for tonight?
No.
So
There you go.
then, just in terms of next steps, I should follow up with Dante just to kind of,
I guess I will as well, but, you know, I don't, you know, need to step in front of you for
Oh.
leading the organization and let us sort of, you know, support.
yeah. No,
And
so
I think we can come up with, you know, we need $100,
Yeah.
we can do that, but,
I think so. I will wait until maybe you have the conversation with Dante because the proposal did come from him to
Okay.
partner with our organization, so I also don't
Okay.
want to step in front of him on that, and then I can follow up with
we'll do
him.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Really good, good.
All right.
Thank you.
everybody invest in a generator.
Ozone,
Mr. Reisner
yeah.
predicted it.
Oh,
No,
no.
it's power grid.
No, I'm really
outages.
afraid of that too.
Yeah, that is because it
Yeah.
has a lot of problems.
You see how much these things going up around here? I don't see them upgrading the system. And I'm telling you, my air conditioner slows
Yeah.
down, my
Yeah.
fan slows down.
These, we met to talk about the air conditioning.
Oh, what did you get?
I got the racing keys. No, there's not a ton there for me. I just get the size.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't get the fish?
No, I gotta see the fish without the fish. They didn't have it out this time. I see it and I'm like,
What is it?
I need to see the fish. Escovitch. No, they have like a couple different kinds of fish. They got fried fish. They have pepper shrimp.
Pepper shrimp?
Yeah.
Thank you for meeting us.
Bye. Thank you, have a good evening, guys.
Okay, you too.
You too, for that.
It's okay if I use the restroom.
It's all the way in the back.
Mr. Wiseman needs to learn not to sit right at the end of the table, because then he's the most visible on this thing right
On the
here.
screen, right?
He was trying to,
And then it